Hello, this is Jilly Bling. So imagine going to lunch with a friend and they walk in and they give you this. It's like, oh, what is that? Little box with cards in it. And they could use these cards anytime they like. Isn't that just sweet? And you know, I think we all have the people in our life that are just, they're always kind. They're always there. I was just wondering, what is that noise? But I know what that noise is. Tony's returning Bo's dog bed that he didn't like. Anyhow, but isn't this cute? So this is today's project, and this is the third project using timeless arrangement bundles. And this is for Avid Stampers, or if you buy the bundle through me before September 28th, I would love to send you, I would say card kits, but kits for all three of these items. So one of them is the box plus 4 cards. Then there is this one, a column card. See how it looks like a column? And then Z fold card. Yes! So let's get to making the box. And the box, okay, timeless arrangements, all that dies for the vellum on here, timeless arrangements, stylish shapes, and then I have other circles, but that's just because my one, so just stylish shapes is good. So the box is on sale. The box, a very similar box, which I was trying to copy, and I made this box. It is from the previous catalog, but it's on clearance right now. The previous catalog, page 140, scalloped craft treat boxes, 8 of them for $10. But they're on sale for $4 for that same package of 10. And they measure 3.5 by 3.5, which is perfect for 3 by 3 cards. And the item number is 155481. So you could get them on sale too. And it has little gold dots on it. So as soon as those come in the mail, which should be in just a few days, I'll put a picture on my blog. My blog is jillybling.com. I'll put a picture with this updated. I purposely left this decorated piece so I could pull it off, and I'll show you that in just a minute. And then the little envelopes, what's another thing coming? But I made my own envelopes. In the annual catalog, page 135, basic white 3 by 3 envelopes. You get 40 of them for $11. So I plan on using this cute little envelope. But in the meantime, like I said, I made these out of photocopy paper. I have an envelope punch board. So that will do for right now, but they're going to be really nice and great quality. If ever you should try the Stampin' Up! Envelopes. You could just tell how nice they are. Okay, so this is today's project. Let's start with the box top. Well, let's see what I have over here first. So on this project, we will use more Dazzle 6x6 paper, and that is for right here. We will use inked botanicals. See this print right here? This is a great pack of 6x6 paper. That's used for this little bit of designer paper. It's probably distracting right down there. Here's little sparkle pieces. I don't know that we need all these. We'll be using this designer paper, which is just beautiful. I think it's shining brightly shining paper. And look at those prints. And they come in a navy blue background and also a vanilla background. And then there's this one with the leaves. So you get 6 sheets, kind of stars, this geometric pattern in leaves, in navy background and vanilla background. And it's one-sided, but it's beautiful paper. So we'll be using this with the stars for the background on the box. And then of course gold foil. Okay, so this is really, at this point, all we need. Gold foil paper. It's like that's the smallest pile I think I've ever worked with. Okay, so let's work on the box. Ooh, right there, those are the pieces I need. So I have a lot of it done just to make things a little bit quick. So I'm going to take off this, and if this was the only box I had, and I'm quite happy with how that came out, I would permanently, like I just put a little bit of adhesive right here, but I would put glue and it would hold on permanently right there. But because I'm expecting them in the mail very soon, let's make this one. So just lay it across, and you could see, you could tell I'm not making it perfect, and fold it down, fold it down, then confirm the folds. So naturally it's way off, so I'm going to scooch it over a little bit and really fold it. And then same with this one. Then I'll put it back on the box. See, I'm really crooked today. Just to make sure that those folds are right where they should be. And that looks good. I would say just measure it, but because of the thickness of the paper, it does end up being just a little bit bigger. Then do the same right here. Same here. Y'all probably could figure this out, but sometimes seeing someone else do it, then you're like, I can make a box. Okay, I'll confirm these folds. I guess this way you could do it on any box you have. You can make a band for it. And the band also makes the lid go on just a little bit snugger. Okay, so we got that, that. Now this part, right about there, and right about here. Fold it, and I am going to trim this, so this fold, I'm just doing the fold mostly for a cutting guide. Okay, so there, there we go. I would leave it like that, but I don't like this. So let's cut it off right above this last fold. I guess I could use my paper trimmer. Okay, so good. Yep, just a little bit in there and a little bit of a gap. That's fine. Okay, so this is going to, at this point, temporarily stick down because I can't wait to get my new treat boxes in the mail. I just ordered them. Where did this idea come from? I don't know. It's not that I've seen anyone do a box. I think it's because online they had that great sale. There it is. I'm like, those are cute. And I've never done something like this before. Okay, so here. Okay, the band is on. We're getting there. Tools. So these two pieces of paper are for the circle, and the this die set is so much fun. Okay, let me pull out these circles. Circle, big circle. Okay, I'm going to cut those. Look how pretty. Washi tape. Okay, so that's done. See, that's already looking good. So these here are for this die. which is this one right here. And see this bar right here? That's going to be just a piece of plain paper that you could put glue on and attach it underneath the frame. So do one of these. So if the paper was smaller, and it could be smaller, I could put it way over here because that's plenty of room to attach all this prettiness to the back of the paper. Then I'm going to do one extra of this one. Okay, let me do those. What's right here? Okay, and let's see what else. I think I need to start stamping some stuff. Do I have a piece of white paper? Yep. Okay, we'll use those. So, on the white paper, we are going to stamp and or cut 3 labels, 3 big labels, 6 flowers, and 1 sprig. You're like, what are you talking about? I'll show you. And it's nice to kind of have a layout and first like an inventory of what all do I need to stamp. And so many of these items are for the card. See, it's a big label compared to a little label. And so my little box of cards, I have 2 with a little label, 2 with a big label, and otherwise everything is the same. And then we'll need 1 big label for right here on the outside. So 3 big labels, 6 flowers, because there's 1 here, and there's 4 cards. So 4 plus 4, 5, 6. 6 flowers. Those are right on here. 6 flowers. The 1 sprig is right up here. Okay, so I'm going to pull all these out already done. We're going to need this paper. Here they are. 6 flowers, 2 little labels, 2 big labels, a white sprig, and a big label saying, "You make me smile." Okay, good. Got through that. So we'll do the cards in just a minute. But for now we need 2 flowers. And you know, I'm going to do only, excuse me, only 1 of the cards for the inside because that's kind of just repetition. So on here, see the blue? I colored the flowers in Night of Navy blends, and it was just a little bit too deep of a hue. So instead I'm going to use Blueberry Bushel. And let me show you coloring. You probably already know coloring, but sometimes it's good. I'm gonna do, is this dark or light? Dark. I'm gonna do where I want the dark color to be, like coming from the bud, the stem. And then I'll do light up above it. I like to start with the dark. I know some people start with the light. Any way that it works good for you is good. I'm going to do the light. Just fill it all in. And then I'm going to go back over the seam of where the dark meets the light and blend it, because I'm using blends. I love these markers. Okay, so right there needs a little blending. Went outside the line. You know, if you go outside the line, there's Color Lifter. And it will take care of 90% of your whoops. And I don't know if you could even see right there where I went outside the line. But I'll just hit it. I'm going to let it dry and I'll come back and I'll hit it one more time. And that just pushes the color where I went outside the line to the back of the paper. You could see where it kind of went out right there. Okay, next flower is dark. So you know those big beds for dogs? We bought Bo one just because he kind of sleeps on the couch. Okay, he really sleeps on the couch and he has his own bedding and clean it regularly. But sometimes he gets on there and he kind of nudges his nose down underneath the blankets. And I've seen all kinds of other people that have the anti-anxiety dog beds and their dogs love them. So I'm like, I kept thinking about it every time I would see him like kind of wiggling his head, getting it under the blankets a little bit. I'm like, he would love one of those. So, order it on Amazon. It came and it took, well, it was at the post office for 2 days. It took longer than I wanted it to because I was so ready for it. And it was just sitting there at the post office. Tony finally brought it home. It's a huge box. Okay, he's a big boy. I mean, a huge box. And he just avoided it. And I'm like, come here. And I tried to coax him onto it, even giving him a bone. Like, come here, try it. And he had no interest in it. Even Tony laid in it saying, come here, because Tony's his favorite. Nothing. Anyhow, we're returning it because it was really expensive. So Tony, I think he just brought that huge box. The box is as tall as I am. It's all fluffy in there. Yeah, okay, so words. And next I will put on the flowers. Just a little bit of liquid glue to attach behind the words. And I'll probably end up cutting some of these stems off. So right about here. And then the other one down at the bottom. Okay, and then next is the gold sprig, this one. Okay, so this is that part. Make sure you can see this. See this band right down here? Its only purpose in life is to hold up these little sprigs and to put glue on it, so it could attach behind the words. How convenient and smart is that? I love that. And you don't have to have the words corner go right to here. You could put it wherever you want. So there is attached right to the corner, but you could scooch it way in because that band, it's covered up. Okay, and then, let's see. Oh, I just dropped something. Oh, that's okay. The white sprig, and look how cute that is. Just a little cutie. That could go right here beside the flower. And right on here, it's maybe up above. How about right there? Something a little different. You're like, well, that's kind of invisible. But once I put it on the navy blue background, you definitely can see it. Okay, now I need the spruce. But then on each of the cards, I need a spruce die cut leaves, this one. So there's 4 cards, plus 1 spruce here, plus this little sprig. So 4 cards, 5 of these, and 1 of these. Look at that pile of delightfulness. Oh, here's the little one. Okay, so these will go for the cards. So let's put on this one. Here's the glue, convenient glue bar. And that can go right here. Might scooch it in just a little. I don't know. Okay, right there. Just because I want these leaves to show, when I was scooching them in, they were getting a little bit lost. And I like how the green is behind the flowers. Okay, and then the last sprig will go over here. Oh, here's a gold sprig too. So at this point, let's start working on this. I'm going to try not, oh, and when you cut out your circle, if you have anything other than brand new plates, you're going to get some beautiful little prints in them, which is a problem, except this is going to cover up most of it. And it's just fine. Isn't that just beautiful? It almost looks like money or something. Maybe because like coins have that little pattern on the edge. Okay, and these stars, I don't think that they should be at an angle. I think more up and down. Okay, so that's done. Now this gets, at this point I'll put 3 dimensionals, big dimensionals back behind it. And I might put more back behind it after the front is complete. Okay, so this can go down here at the bottom. Isn't that pretty? I love navy. Navy and silver or gold. Love it. Okay, so the gold sprig is going to go right down here. So I'll put some glue on it, just at the bottom. I'm fine if the top part kind of pokes up, so it looks a little 3D. Okay, and then this pretty peacock sprig. Oh, and I'll put all the paper cut sizes on my blog and photos of everything, so you could look at the photos and then you're like, ah, okay, I could see a close-up. Okay, so that is the front. So put some glue on it. Boy, it goes much quicker when everything, oh, is already done. Don't put glue on the whole thing, because we need glue just on the band. I don't want it to stick to the box top. Well, I guess it could. Not this box top. I'll have it stick to the new ones that should be coming in the mail soon. So I avoided putting glue at the top and the bottom, because that's where the box is. I guess you could attach it all. It's going to be permanent. Make sure the words are straight. I'm looking at how much gold is showing above the band and how much gold is showing below the band. Hopefully, no glue. Okay. But if you had those cute little gold dotted craft boxes, you could put glue everywhere. Okay, so the box top is done. Yay. Okay, let's do some cards. Just one of the 4. Okay, get a plan here. So thank you. And these are going different directions. This one opens here. Oh, this one has a little bouquet inside. Oh, and one of them. So, hope your day is filled with everything good. And then I put it down here. That's kind of cute. Oh, I use the same words on all of them, which is good. Let's do, I was going to say this one with the small words, but let's do this one because it has more complicated words. Not that any of this is complicated, but you know. And you know, I have to admit, why did I do this color? I should have done everything in the navy colors and the gold. I did it gold, but I did Lost Lagoon and I don't know. It's still cute. Okay, we're doing this one. Papers and papers. Okay, so this is 3 by 6. It's going to be our card base. And we could take one of these. How about a medium-sized one? And cut out this sprig, which is for right here. So I cut out 4 of them. So we'll save these for later. And vellum. Did you notice the little vellum piece right back here? That is, he's all that. He's all that dies. So I'll cut that out. Here's one. We need just one today. Okay, lots of pieces going here. So one of these, one flower, vellum, one big words, and that's it. One inside, one crumb cake, one designer paper, and one paper base. Oh, that's better. Okay, so fold this in half. And this part is easy. It's just a tiny little mini card. How about if it goes this way? And stamp on here with Lost Lagoon. Oh, there's the funnest little stamp. Look at this little thing. I love the flower too. Can't really see the second generation. And I think mostly just the edges show. Getting crazy. Oh, and I'll need some on the inside. I'll do that in a minute. Okay, so vellum. Oh, vellum. Vellum and adhesive is like the challenge of all stampers. There's one, I have a good, bad example. Here's my good, bad example. If you put vellum all over on the back of this and stick it on, the glue will show through. Like right there. I had all this scooched down really low, and then you could see all my little ziggle-zaggles of the glue. Not good. Therefore, be careful when you put glue on. So this, at this point, I'm going to put glue right here and at the bottom. Oh, must be 10 o'clock. The Roomba is out. I might have to turn her off. If she comes this way, she's going off. Well, sorry. Roomba. Okay, find her. Okay, so I have glue just at the bottom. Oh, I was supposed to put this on. Well, sometimes change is good. Or I could still pull it up maybe. Ooh, that's okay. It's a little bit ugly, but I know it's going to be covered up by pretty. So just a little bit of designer paper. And you know, a lot of these things probably won't be seen. Okay, back to gluing the vellum. See, all that's going to be covered. You won't know I pulled the vellum up. Okay, this is inside. I know where that goes. Drank a lot of coffee this morning. A little bit shaky still. Okay. And this piece, this is, boy, it's real small. It's like 3/8 of an inch by 2 inches. I'm just going to cut a little slit in it. And then a slit from the corner to the slit to make these little flags. I'll hold it up close. You probably already know it, but in case you don't, you might be thinking I'm all smart and everything. So let me share it with you. Right into the center. Then from the corner to where I just cut. Now that's part of it. And now from here to there. Who needs a die to do that? We could do it manually. A little bit of sparkle. It goes at the bottom. Should I put it in the middle? Maybe off to the side? I'm going to put it really off to the side. Trying to be artsy. Okay, good. This sticks in here. Time to do words. Sometimes my plates, and I have brand new plates on there, they leave a little residue. If that happens, get your adhesive remover or an eraser, and it will pick up all those little parts and make your paper perfectly clear. Okay. And let's stamp on there. And what would be good is if I had a paper behind here. Like one of the card bases. There, now I can see it good. Okay, and let's stamp the thank you first. Here's my embossing buddy. My Betty Boop. And Versamark. And you could go so many different directions with these words. Look at all those words in there. And so many, thank you, you are the best. Thank you for being my friend. To you, thank you. Thank you. I mean, you could add all these. They all work so well together. I'm loving this set. Okay, so when stamping the thank you, because the very much has a high point here, I'm purposely going to put the thank you maybe a little bit further in, but closer to this edge, closer to the left. And I have powder over here, just a minute. And did you know that in the catalog there is an embossing toolkit? It includes an embossing buddy, a tray, and this brush. Oh, and the little, I had to pull my little tweezer things. I love them. But it will get off any, and you saw me do the embossing buddy, so maybe if I just flick it harder. No. See just a few more. Where's my tweezers? Look at these things. Then I'm not going to cook my finger. Oh, this one is going to be good. I could use this end too. Okay, cook it. Sounds like Tony's home. Okay, he's going to be loud, but we're almost done. And the dog is going to come out and like, hey. Noise is happening. Lost Lagoon for the Very Much, which is right here. Oh, that's You Make Me Smile. Thank you. You Make Me Smile. Oh, I could put that on the inside because that's what's on the outside. Will it fit? Oh, it'll fit. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's going to go right here, but we have to kind of decorate it first. Let's do the flowers. So these flowers are done in Calypso Coral. So I will start with, oh, you have to wait. He'll be right here. Starting with the dark. Then doing the light. Oh, Tony's knocking at the door. Hold on. Okay. Now I'll do the light. Calypso Coral. And I might go back and put a little bit more dark on there because I kind of washed it out. And that will just make it a little bit more vibrant, putting the dark, like another layer of dark on there. Tony just brought me a blended 911, a medium. A large has 9 shots of espresso. A medium, I'll just say, has less. Probably has too many, but yeah, we're gonna get a lot done today. I think he does that so I'll clean the house. And then this is just one color of Pretty Peacock. It's just light, I think. Light Pretty Peacock. Just because that area is so small, I don't think it needs blending. Okay, so we got that. So let's build the front. So we've got these pieces on. So the words, and then the first thing that goes on is the coral. Look how cute these little ball bead things are. And because of the size of the card, I could scooch this around and I could trim off that, but the words are going to have to go on not right in the center, which is fine. Like when you look at this, it's like, oh yeah, your words are way over there, but that's because the greenery goes over here. And if you wanted to, you could trim up the back panel so that it, well, no, because this still sticks out. You just have to embrace that the words are crooked. Not crooked, the words are off center. Okay, and then Pretty Peacock leaves. Those go on next. And we have to put the sequins on. So these, so that it fits on the card, I'm going to cover up part of these leaves. Like, see how I'm just showing half of them? But that makes this Pretty Peacock leaf bunch right in the center of the coral. Okay, so dimensionals here. I still need to put more dimensionals on the front. It's kind of holding on these little leaves too. Yeah, Lori, I know you're saying that's too many dimensionals, but that's okay. And I purposely want to cover up where you could see the glue through there. So I was wanting to put it here, but that's a problem. Right there. So the coral is off the edge of card a little bit. Pretty peacock isn't. Okay, now for the sparkle. Subtle shimmer sequins. Stampin' Up! Always has sequins, they're fun. So I'm going to put 3 of them on here. How about 1, 2, 3. Oh, we get to do the inside too. Okay, these are pretty. I don't want silver because I have gold going on here. But if I get a silver one, that's okay. Okay, there's 2 big ones. Okay, so 1 here. I'm going to look for a little one. Okay, a little bit of sparkle. Okay, now for the inside. That was the same. Let's do, if I do the bouquet, that just means there's more to color. But it looks good. So, bouquet it is. Maybe bouquet to the side. How about that? Okay. And then words in Lost Lagoon, and then the background stamped off in Lost Lagoon. Hope your day is filled with everything good. How about right here? Each one could be different. Okay, now this I'm going to stamp off. Okay, maybe a little down here. Okay, then more color in. Pretty peacock. And then coral. You know, this time I'm going to do coral light all over all of the flowers. And then I'll put the low lights in and not worry too much about blending it. Because last time I blended it so that the dark coral was almost all the way gone. So when you're doing coloring, and Jude, I know you're getting any day now all kinds of markers. Just play around with it. And they say that the theory with the markers, and it's true, is that any color can replace, or mostly 90% of the way, replace any other color. So when you think about that when you're coloring, here I'll show you an example. Let me see if I have some white paper. Maybe just a little bit. Okay, so here's the theory. This is light. This is dark. Then, to really test the theory, I'll do Pretty Peacock. So the theory is any color could replace another color. So what did I grab here? Calypso Coral Dark. I'm going to try to replace Peacock with Coral. They're like, no, that's a darker color. But that's what they say. So we got Coral going on. And if I keep going, look what it's doing. And if I let that dry, do it again. Oh. Oh. I don't want it on there either. And if I keep going, 90% of the color is gone. It's like, well, where did it go? There's layers to the paper. And it takes that Pretty Peacock that I just replaced with the coral, and it pushes it right back to there through the layers of the paper, and coral is showing up. So now that you know that, here I have Coral Light, Coral Dark, and if you go over it with the lighter color, because I want this to, in the middle, I want it to be Coral Medium. Okay, so we have Coral Light, and go over to here, it's going to start replacing it. So see how it looks like it's perfectly blended now? Because the medium, or the light has become kind of medium right there. Then the color lifter is replacing 90% of it. It can't 100% get it gone. So say that you colored out of the lines right here with the color lifter. See how I'm starting outside of it? It's like, oh, that's outside of the line right there. Let it dry so that there's not a puddle of clear liquid. Let it dry, go back and hit it again. And what it's doing is it's pushing, look at that. That's a good 90%. It's pushing the color from right there. And there it is. Isn't that amazing? And so mostly it will change any color over 90%. Might be more than 90%. Okay, I got off track. Okay, so these are colored. No, that's the card. Here, oh, we're doing dark now. Boy, that wasn't off track. Okay, so I'm going to hold this up in just a minute and you could see, yeah, I could see the dark and the light. And sometimes you want that effect because it's a bit dramatic. But I think that these flowers will be better if they're blended. So, blended, not blended. Those are dramatic. So I'm just going to go over where you could see the light and the dark, the seam, just a hint, making it medium. That's looking better. Okay, so we are colored. So this will go inside the card. And I think that's it for our box of cards. There it is. So, 4 little envelopes. These are going to be so much better when I have the Stampin' Up! Envelopes. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's the extra one, goes into right here. Okay, there it is. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button. I appreciate it. Okay.